For those of you that say marriage should be 50-50, fine. Show me the formula. That's all I'm asking. Show me the formula, and that formula has got to make sense to me. So you're going to show me how you're going to split pregnancy, how you're going to split childbirth, how you're going to measure emotional labor. So the problem with that formula, again, is the same problem with the what do you bring to the table phrase. It's the same problem. Because the greatest sacrifices in marriage cannot be measured. It's as simple as that. And that is why I said I don't want this video for people to be offended. I just want us to really think about things. So the purpose of dating is for you to find out what this person will bring to the table. It's not through interview. So dating is a season of discernment. A season where you observe, where you watch and see if this person's values align with yours, if they have character, if they have integrity, if they respect people, if they value human beings, if they're kind or they're generous. These are the things you find out when you're dating. So that's how you find out what the person brings to the table. And it's not just money. So I said, for me, I find it to be very disrespectful. And why, again, I do find it to be very disrespectful. Now, people might not agree with me. I do believe in, now listen to me carefully, for people can misquote me or misunderstand what I'm saying. I do believe in gender roles in marriage. Yes. I do believe the man is the breadwinner and the woman is the one that takes care of the home, manages the home. I do believe it. And that does not mean, now these are traditional rules. And I do believe in it because I think it helps to solve all this confusion. Now what I'm saying is I don't mean that the woman shouldn't work. That's not what I'm trying to say. It's just, I'll give you an example. I'll use this as an analogy. When you are working at work, you're a team, but at the same time, everybody has their role to play. Everybody has a responsibility that is clear. That's your responsibility. But at the same time, if one person is not well or they're on annual leave, on holiday, their roles are being assigned to other people. Other people are expected to help. Or if your team member is struggling, you help. But me helping you, don't get confused, it's not my job. It's not my role. There's got to be clear. That's my opinion. That is me. There's got to be clear. My husband is not the manager of home. I do not expect my husband every day to carry pots and be cooking. I just want to change it now so that people don't say, oh, what you mean by women, the woman should, so I'll be bringing money, the woman will not bring money. That's not what I'm saying. I do not expect my husband, I'm not saying my husband can cook. And I know that one for sure because he's cooked many times. You understand? But I do not, it's not his job. The same way, my job is not to go and be cracking my brain to think where we're going to live. I can help you, I will help you. And I want you guys to understand what I'm trying to say. So, I do believe it's a man's, and things can happen where probably the woman is earning more. Yeah, that's fine. But generally, I do believe the role of the man is the breadwinner of the house. The woman is the home manager and manages what, you see how they say in Igbo land, Odoziako Noriako, that is what the woman is. For those of you that don't understand Igbo, Odoziako means the one that manages the wealth. That's what women are called. And Oriako means the one that spends the wealth. I don't know, that's the only way Ori as in it. If anybody knows what it means, as in, if I'm wrong, somebody should correct me. You understand? So I do believe that a woman, the way God has designed it, biology has made it clear there's a difference between man and woman. Let us stop deceiving ourselves. There's a clear difference. What a woman can do, a man can do, and what a man can do, a woman can do. Now, you know if you born pikin. It's as simple as that. So I do believe there's a clear, everybody should know what their roles are. As I said, I cannot expect, even when I go to work or I need to work, I still think about my home. I still think about the home. What are we going to eat? My husband is not going to come and be thinking, Monday we'll eat rice, tomorrow we'll eat moi. No. But does it mean that he cannot do it when there's need for it? Yes, he would. Like, for instance, in 2023, I was sick for practically the whole year. My husband had to. He was the one cooking. Sometimes I couldn't even walk. As in, get up. To stand up on my own, so I would need help. So my husband will not expect me when I can't even carry myself up. As in, and what I'm saying, I'm not exaggerating. You get me? He had to. My husband had to step up and help in that aspect of home management. He has to cook. I believe their role, how will I put it? Everybody has their role, but when there's need for the other person to help the other one or support the other one in their role, that's what marriage is all about. That interdependency, not independent. I can do it on my own. You cannot do it on when you're sick. You can't. So what I'd say is that you don't want the independent mindset. Now you're independent as an individual, as in you can, as an individual, you can function without husband or wife. You can breed, that's not. But when it comes to marriage, what we want is interdependence. Because that's the purpose of marriage, is for companionship. You say, like the man it's not good for a man, you need the helpmate. So you need that two of you coming together to push through life, support each other, and depend on each other. So it's not just about money. So I do believe that's my own. If you don't like it, I do believe that a woman is wired more to be able to run a home. And I know that people want to do feminism and modern women. Good luck to you. I don't have a problem cooking for my husband or cooking for my family. It doesn't make me less than what I'm supposed to. I'm very happy to do that. I'm very proud that I cook. So all this mindset that cooking for a man or a woman's being in the kitchen makes you less than a human being is nonsense. So that's why I say that people should also marry people that understand what marriage is and appreciate what each gender brings. And what I said to people, if you want to know that being a housewife is hard, go abroad. You will know that being a housewife is harder than housewife is hard. Not Nigeria, you come and pack house, you have everything, you have driver. If you want to know that being a housewife is hard, go abroad where you cannot afford house help, you cannot afford anything outside of you people. Go, that's when you know that being a housewife is hard. You now see that all those work chores in the house that you consider they're nonsense because you have house help, you know that they're hard work. You know that it's hard, and that is why most marriages break up. It's a contributing factor of marriages breaking up in the diaspora, African marriages. So my belief is that yes, men have their roles and women have their roles, but at the same time, we should be able to support each other to build our home. But again, as I said, I'm helping you, we're supporting each other, but it's not my job to crack my head as a woman. It's not your wife's duty to be cracking her head about where you're going to, your shelter, or to be paying school fees. I'm not saying that, what I'm trying to say, I'm not saying that she cannot pay the rent or she cannot pay the school fees. Just know that she's supporting. And at the same time, I do not expect my husband to sit down and do menu plan for us or trying to manage the home properly, because naturally women are wired to nurture and take care of the home, manage the home properly. And men are more wired that way to go and do all the hustle. So, but what we see these days is most men are becoming, I won't say, I don't know, will I say mature? Let me not use that word. Whatever it is, it's just money. You want it's like women are expected now to be men and also women at the same time. So when you're sitting down to tell a woman what you bring to, you're looking at just finances, the woman also has the right to ask you, all of this, how are we going to do it? all these other things. And please don't underrate or rather devalue the process of carrying a child for 9 months. Don't. Pregnancy. Hey, pregnancy is a beautiful thing to have a child. It's one of the best things that will happen to someone, a woman, or a man, for them to have a child. When I mean a man, I'm not saying a man will go and give birth, as in husband and wife, they see people's child. But one thing that I think some men don't understand is what pregnancy does to the body of a woman. I have one son. Till today, I've not recovered. I still suffer from hyperpigmentation. Some people, they say it's pregnancy marks. Some people's own have gone. My own, since after having from pregnancy, I had hyperpigmentation. So when the weather is hot, there are spots on my face that just, during summer, that's it. You just see them, they're struggling. My voice was not like this. I cannot sing, so it's, how will I put this picture, what now? My voice changed. Practically all my shoes, all my shoes were not my size. Even till now, I don't even understand my sizing. So it was new pairs of shoes. So people go about, and some things that will change in your body that you don't just understand. So people do not understand and underrate what it means to carry a child for 9 months. But that aside, as I said, if you want to do 50-50, please show me the formula. The point I'm trying to make that sometimes people think they're smart. You're going to a woman to go and say, want to do 50-50. If you come to me and tell me that nonsense, I'm ready to give you my 100%, as I said. I cannot withhold from my husband. If he needs, I would. That's what love is about. It's two of you. What I have is for my husband. What he has is for me. It's as simple as that. But I'll have a problem. My husband won't even try it. But I'll have a problem. He's sitting and tell me 50-50. Hey, Chris, we'll start doing 50. We'll start racking sense. Because what it means is that you're going to split every single thing. Every single thing. That's when you not appreciate what the woman. Bearing in mind that women these days work. So I think that is why most of marriages their marriages don't last. Because when you want to come and be cracking stupid sense, they don't last abroad. You want to come and be doing 50-50 with your wife. What you're trying to say is that you don't appreciate other things that she does. We will split everything. I will just check out. That's the truth of the matter. The day you sit me down and tell me if that's the end of the marriage. Because I don't think I even have the mental strength to be doing calculation. What kind of life is that? So I'm calculating. It's even worse than roommate, because I know when I was I could even buy something and give my roommates them. You buy food and give your friends for free. You could do that one. Then someone that you say you love, you decide to do life together to give back. You come and sit me down and we'll get grocery this thing and we'll split it into two. We'll split it into two. Everything we'll split it. We'll split you tire. Bear in mind, I will not even have child for you to start with. Since you want to do smart, money will answer. Since you think money answers everything, that money will answer everything. You go and get surrogate. You pay for it since you have money. You want to do 50-50. You go and get surrogate. We'll do the do. We enjoy ourselves. You understand? The effing. You understand the point? We'll do the thing that adults do to. But I will not. The agreement, we will not get pregnant. With time to do the pregnant. Then let's see how that marriage. So what I'm trying to point out to you, why those marriages don't last? Because the truth of the matter is that for bonding to occur, love without vulnerability is no love. You've got to be vulnerable to an extent. So all this trying to do smart. It doesn't work. That's why the marriages don't last. You can't get surrogate, we pay money, we do splits. Who won't carry the picking? You are doing that, we want to do 50. Money will answer everything. Then the ones that money can answer, everybody will go and answer for themselves. Because don't come and cry for me anything. So the point I'm trying to say that there are layers to marriage, as I've always said, there are layers to marriage. There are things that you can never quantify. There are things you never ever quantify. So you sitting down, you come and be doing you bring this, I bring this, you cook today, I cook this. Once you start scoring points, it becomes self-centeredness. That's just how humans are made. If the person does it today and they don't do tomorrow, you have a problem with it. You might agree one day, by 2 days, you start feeling this person is not a burden to you. So that thing that maybe the people that go into it and think is fair, is they want to establish equality for it to be equal. But the truth of the matter, 50-50 can never be fair. Equal does not necessarily mean that it's fair. And that equal you're doing is finance only. You cannot do for any other. As I said, you cannot split it. You cannot split childbirth. You cannot split labor. You cannot carry a child, a man. You can never carry a child, no matter. But the funny thing is that, and that's where the problem, you have to also, I'm not saying this because I'm a woman, you've got to also acknowledge that your wife, at least, she can go to work. So you've got to appreciate each other, appreciate what the two of you bring and work together. That's how I see two people working together. Don't try to do smart. As I said, if someone loves you, they'll give you the 100%. You don't need to sit them down to do 50-50 anything. But when you sit me down to do 50 and start telling me what you are, to me it's disrespectful. You are trying to play smart when you're not even smart. And it might look like, oh, we don't have money, let's be doing that. You're shooting yourself on the foot. That's how I see it. The most important thing is that both of you love each other and you're on the same page, you understand each other, then you work from there and build something for yourselves and for your family. Than the one that want to come and be doing smart, 50-50. They won't start. How? And again, that's why I also have a problem with people that claim that they're modern women, and there's nothing wrong with it. I would think I'm a modern woman. You understand? Well, this independence mindset, the independent women, good luck to you. I don't want to be no independent woman for marriage. When you're single, it's fine. But when it comes to marriage, no, you're the one that's going to lose. You're the one that's going to lose. Because at the end of the day, when you go out and work, you come back and continue the work. Because most men are not wired to come and do housework. Even if they can do it. I remember a friend of mine, then she used to complain that her husband cleans, the husband will not clean. That white people, if I know that our people who have problems, the woman comes and starts saying the husband does not clean well. I will say, what do you mean? You expect your husband to clean well? This one, she's a Caucasian. That's the way we think. We think, oh, your husband, you're saying your husband does not clean well. And I remember I used to say to her, you're expecting too much. The man is not going to be clean the way you clean. It's only a few men that domesticated, as in domesticated in that way, that they are wired to be able to take care of a home. Most men are not. So don't deceive yourself. But the truth is that most women can go and work. So all this, what do you bring to the table? If I leave you to take care of picking, how long are you going to take care of? You cannot take care of that child well. So I feel like people that do independent women, have been independent women, good luck to you. For marriage, sorry, I know they do any independent. We are going to depend on each other. I won't do it, sorry. It's cheating. Pure cheating. It's woman that will always lose. You come and they'll leave the child for you. So this men that will just leave you and the child don't even care. So it's you that is going to lose. The only time independent woman works, you see in that song, I always say it's Destiny's Child. Friends with benefit, you know. I'll only ring your cell when I'm feeling lonely. When it's all over, please get up and leave. That's the type that will work, as in nothing attached. It's just you do me, I do, you know. We have fun, finish. But if you're coming to do marriage, you bring children, you want to come and do independence again. You come and pregnant me and tell me independence. No, because a man can just check out when you have a child. You carry the body. You cannot walk away from your child the way that men do. And they tell you they're giving you child support. No child support can cover the thing that the woman goes through. And that's where I want people to understand that money is not the most important thing in marriage. It's not. Money is not the most important thing in marriage. I do believe that two people coming together and building their life, building a life for themselves, going through life, supporting each other, carrying one another's burden, just being there for each other. And marriage is very beautiful. I can truly say that marriage is beautiful. I do not regret being married. I don't want to be single. I enjoy my marriage. And I know marriage can be very beautiful, but it depends on, do you love your partner? Are you committed to your marriage? Do you respect that person and value what they offer and value their presence, their existence, that you adore them? That's the way I see it. You should be falling deeper and deeper in love with your spouse. If you're not, then there's something that is not right. And I do feel with that, beyond every reasonable doubt, the foundation for marriage is love. Every other thing is secondary. You've got to love your spouse. That's my belief. So I would like to hear what you guys think about this. And if I've offended anybody, these are my views. When I say I believe in traditional roles in marriage. Now, I'm not saying pure traditional like our parents' time. No, that one is rubbish. But I do believe that there's role. The man is a breadwinner. The wife, the woman is Your role is making sure that the home runs smoothly, and it does not make you less than a man. As I said, I don't have problem I love being a wife. I love it. And what I'm trying to say is that there's no fear in love. That's just what I'm trying to say. There's no fear in love. And I'm not saying that we're perfect. Your wife or your husband is not perfect. But when you have love and someone feels safe, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I don't know how to explain it. That's all I can say. All right. So I'd like to hear what you guys think about what I've shared, your opinion. And as I said, please, if you feel offended, I'm sorry. I'm just sharing my own thoughts and what I believe in, and also to make people to think about this 50-50 thing well, and what do you bring to the table, conversation, to check that their mindset is not one that they're the ones that are the thieves and thinking that person is the thief, you know. That's my, not thief for me. You know, when you are projecting your fears or whatever on another person, you know, you might think the woman is the good digger. Meanwhile, you're the one that is a self-centered person. That's what I have to say. All right, so leave me your opinions, your comments, what you think. And thank you guys for listening up to this point. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.